Dilly and Will. All day. Oh, Black Ops 4 came out, didn't it? Black Ops 4.
There he is.
You might have to meet that. You might have to mute that one dude. And he lost his phone. Needs a new phone.
Oh God. I'll be going out to the beach and get me some strange.
Chubb says, I can't. I gotta work tomorrow. You could probably swing that. Yeah. Yes.
Was a pretty frightening day. Watch this car move right here. Something breaks on that car. You just clear
I know.
With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks.
Wow.
Certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback.
It don't look
The
good.
way
That's
the game is played,
74 wide
with
receiver
all the
up there.
responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not
Oh,
on the
God, I
top
gotta
of his
kick
game,
this.
your team's
No.
not going to benefit at all.
This will be fielded at the 8. And he'll take this across the 25, couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
Absolutely not. That's a bad move. Bad move. That's a bad move.
A first down throw for Mayfield. And that is incomplete. Took a shot there on first down, but he couldn't reel it in. George Kittle, the receiver that he was looking for. But it's going to be second down. 2nd and 10 now from the 27. To throw, Mayfield. Over the middle, complete. That's Holt. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down.
That was a nice
I can't believe we didn't pick that, Coach.
What the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps.
Ooh, that's a pick right there, boy. He throwing it right in the middle.
Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what.
Now Mayfield.
Let's go. Let's go. He gets out of that.
Plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back.
I don't think they have a good offense at all, considering they were showing the 74 wide receiver up there.
Is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, the team is able to come up with the ball.
It's on me.
There he goes, left side.
Touchdown.
Hollywood, Marquise Brown. 64 yards. And his guys have taken a first quarter lead. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes the score 7-0. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick.
Bring it out.
That's fielded in the end zone.
It's going to happen.
Well, you gave up the first touchdown of the game, but how about the response? big-time return. Now it's their chance to try and put points on the board.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10.
Where am I at? I'm on the running back.
First down, Mayfield. Oh, he's going to air it out right away. This is caught at the 20.
We live.
And he's able to get this way down deep into enemy territory. And a huge play that time. 43 yards. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down.
Oh, good pass.
Inside, it's Kelsey. That one goes for 16 yards. It sets them up 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early.
And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Baker Mayfield scoring on the sneak from a yard out. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Well, go ahead and strap in, partner. We less than 2 minutes in, had the score on the one side. A quick answer, though, to get the equalizer.
Sometimes you get that sense of urgency that ratchets up, right? When you give up an early touchdown like that, you just know you're like, okay, how do we go back and equalize things? Can we get it done fast? And they absolutely did. Essentially, we're back to even, aren't we?
Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away.
To get Aaron.
This will be fielded at the 6.
To get Aaron Donald, too.
Damn.
An opening, and there he goes. And he will have a touchdown. Marquise Brown.
Okay.
94 yards. And his guys have taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork, to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
That'll be taken in the end zone. Now a hit and a loose football. And his guys are going to get the football at the 23-yard line.
As that ball got away from him, and he saw the opposing team recover it.
You felt his pain?
Oh, I felt his pain, and you know what was going through his head. Tuck it away. Take care of the ball.
And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. 23 yards for the touchdown. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Getting your back involved, what's the importance there in the passing game?
Well, oftentimes you can create mismatches because who's going to cover him, and you get him into space, which is where he likes to operate with the ball in his hands. Oftentimes makes people miss, gets that run after the catch, and off he goes.
And into the end zone.
Move down.
Oh, let's go.
But when the highlight is shown of this play, all attention is going to be on the person running with the football.
But how about the group as a whole?
Yeah. Setting up that big-time return.
It still even pay off. Give it to him at the 40.
Account for in the box score may help them win the game.
I'd do a sky. I'd just do a high, like a short.
Now this offense about ready to take over again. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2 minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves them with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early, because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Hey, look, 180. 15, check back 15. Tackles.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. He'll get it once more into the hands of Hill. 12 yards there and a first down.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook. but oh so effective.
Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Darius Leonard coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4.
I know. I thought I was the wide receiver. I was like the wide receiver.
Second and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. And on this one, he'll get to the 15, right at the 15-yard line. That catch good for only a yard, and it'll be 3rd down.
No more kickoffs. No more kickoffs, Dave.
Let me get on somebody out here. Let me get on Jones. Hold on. Let me get on Kelsey.
3rd and long for Mayfield. Flush to his right.
Good pass. Great pass.
A 15-yard touchdown. And his guys are able to make this a close game again.
Up high somewhere.
So he scrambled right, but was able to look back toward the middle of the end zone to find the target.
As you know, in this game, sometimes you just have to know when to break the rules, because we all know most guys throwing the football are taught never throw back into the middle of the field on a scramble. He did it and got away with it for a touchdown.
Instinct sometimes, right? They just take over.
Instinct and vision. Sometimes you just see people who are open, and you're able to get it to them.
So a very short kick, and this will be taken by one of the up men.
I thought he dropped it.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Working out of the gun, Mayfield.
Shit.
And his throw is incomplete.
I got the
He was trying to get it to George Kittle, his tight end. And now it's 2nd down. That pass just a little bit off. It looked like maybe he tried to force it in there.
Game speed, always different, no matter what you do in practice. You can't simulate it, right? So your decision-making, everything has to be a little bit quicker. Sometimes it can throw you off until you adjust.
And he is going to go down. He will be sacked on the final play of this first quarter. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. Over the middle here to Brown.
Stay underneath. I got the deep. The deeps are covered.
Well shy of the first as that
Running back and tight end is what you got to worry
So much
about.
about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
One right.
Watch out for Hill on the return. A 7-yard return following a punt of 45 yards. And out will come the offense as they take over. And here now the offense heading back out there. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
You can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They begin the drive with Johnson. They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Yeah.
From the 30 on 2nd down, Mayfield looking down. Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. 33 yards that time.
You know I'm going to lean towards the defender, right? You know I'm going to do that. That's a tough situation for him as I see it. But the truth of the matter is, that ball was not streaking towards him. That little arc on it, he's got to find a way to get his head around to make a play on the football.
The first down carry here for Johnson. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. David Johnson, 37 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up.
Don't get the kickoff.
Dawson tacks on the point after. And we've got a tie game here in a back-and-forth first half. A couple of teams locked into a good one here. 21 all the score as the kick's away. This is taken near the 13. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. So out now comes the offense back onto the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense.
It got his man complete. Now Brown, he lost the football. It's going the other way. And now off to the races, down the right side. Touchdown! The offenses have success. You could say they've run wild a little bit. Time for the defenses to get.
So do I go with him right there on that pass?
Nothing like a little bit of revenge for the defense. They've had to deal with
got nobody
game
underneath.
long. Both offenses going up and down the field. How about it when they take the ball away and take it to the other end zone?
And you can bet they're preaching two hands on the ball here as the kick's away following that fumble return. That's fielded in the end zone.
Are we?
And a nice return sets him up pretty good here at the 30-yard line. Out comes this offensive unit as they get set to take over here. And let's just say they're going to be looking to start over on this drive. A few moments ago, in the exact situation where their first play led to a fumble that was returned for 6.
Yeah, you definitely have to have a short memory to play in the NFL. You got to remember what you did wrong so you don't repeat it. But you can't dwell on it because then you will repeat it. And that's what you don't want to do.
Now on 2nd and 13. Mayfield trying to lay one up deep. He rifles one that's intercepted.
I mean, it's the kind of
Picked off near
superstars
the
we got.
1:54 left
Maybe a
on the
little
clock
possession
here
catch
in
up there.
quarter number 2. Now this offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. And the ledger for them so far looks pretty good, doesn't it?
It certainly does. Touchdown, touchdown, touchdown. Not sure it can be much better than that. They've got to feel very good about the groove that they're in at this stage of the game.
That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down. A reminder coming up here at halftime. We'll ship you off to Orlando. Jonathan Coachman will have first-half highlights and analysis from a back-and-forth first half that we've seen. On 2nd and 11 now. Mayfield caught. Kelsey, left side. Give him 14 on that one and a first down.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size can't really hide him. But the tight end drag route, definitely an effective way to sneak him across the formation to easy completion and a first down.
And he's got this down to the 35. Another big hitter there. This one good for 18.
That play looks familiar because we saw them working on it in practice this week.
And trying to find his tight end, Kelsey, and it's intercepted. Darren Lee picks it, and the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. The tight end, Kelsey, was the intended target.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Yeah, no, I'm trying to stay with him underneath. It's so fucking hard with the linebacker.
Starting very nicely. First down.
Let me get on this one.
Talk about a big first half. Already has the 2 touchdowns, adding to his receiving total there and picking up the first down.
He's coming off the line so fast. I think he's intimidating the defensive backs with his explosiveness, and he's chipping away at their confidence.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10.
Oh, yeah. Excited.
Now Mayfield.
Oh, my God.
Complete to Brown, right side.
That's quick as fuck.
And they'll get him down as he's inside
I just
the 40.
wasn't expecting. I was backing
12
up.
yards there and a first down.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
Even without a ton of pressure in his face, it just shows how difficult it is to pick apart his own defense. Those guys are sitting back, and they're not playing receivers as much as they're playing the eyes of the quarterback and when he delivers the ball.
Right side caught
Oh, that's
by
nailed.
Jackson.
Oh, yeah.
Now the ball comes loose.
Pitch it.
And this will be scooped up by the defense. And he's
I had
able to
Ty
take
Law,
this one
boy. I was
back
gone.
to the 36-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work
He's
on
too
it all the
little.
time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
Mayfield now after the fumble recovery. Caught on the right side by Jones. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 11 seconds remaining in this first half.
Running like a corner route here. I got you.
Completion on first down. Mayfield to throw it.
Ooh,
He gets it left side to Johnson.
I got you. Oh, bunch.
That'll go as a pickup of 32 on the catch and run.
Take it.
So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This from 44 yards out, left hash. Dawson's kick is up and through. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. This is taken at his 4. And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line.
How do you switch to hand your balls in? The balls in? Does it do it on its own?
And they start the second half with Johnson. He finds an opening past the 40. All the way in for the touchdown. David Johnson, his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. Always important to get the first score of the second half. Now you start to pull away a little
I hope
bit.
old Maximilian's watching, calling me an XP game. Yeah, his mom.
Because they were counting on getting into the game a little bit more, right? Maybe they get the first score. That doesn't happen. It looks almost insurmountable, but it's not. Let's see how hard they play the rest of the game.
And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Going up top.
Oh.
That's on me.
That's
where you
at?
He said, don't worry about the deep ball.
And they rattle off a big one. 78 yards. Excellent execution, and now they're set up nicely.
Are they ever? Red zone? I wonder what the next play call is going to be, because after a big play like that, a lot of teams like to use them.
That's an interception.
Oh. Touchdown. 2 yards on the touchdown there. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. So the big play to kick off the drive set them up first and goal, and they're able to cash in right away on play number 2.
I think I'm starting to understand more and more when we get ready to do games and we meet with coaches. Why they talk about big plays, explosive plays, and how it sets them up for success, because that's exactly how they're able to score on this.
And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Morstead out now following the touchdown to kick. This is taken at his 4. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. On 1st and 10, Mayfield. Pressure comes and down
engage
goes
Abrams
Baker
there?
Mayfield. These strong safeties, some people may not realize it. It's really like an extra linebacker.
I do
right?
know nano
Really
blitz on you,
because they're
boy.
hybrids. Half linebacker, half defensive back. The linebacker in him on that play emerged.
Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack.
Watch left, watch left, watch left. He's tight right there. Everyone's got four down.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. The dump off gets them only one, and now you're looking at a 3rd down.
Is that not the very definition of a tough yard gain?
Now, is that one where as the receiver you go to your quarterback and say, why'd you even throw that?
Yeah, I think you do, and I think you wonder what type of a route are you going to send me on that only 1 yard is going to be the result? If I'm going to go in there and take contact, let's go and get something out of it, not just 1 yard.
Here's Mayfield. On target over the middle to hit.
Let's go.
A really nice gain of 25 yards. Going old reliable there to the slot on 3rd down.
And the slot position has become the
I was just there
bane
for
of just about
coach.
every defense's existence, because how do you cover? Do you go with a bigger guy to try and use size? Got to try to go with a quicker guy, and sometimes you even get out quick there. Very difficult to match.
Trying to set up the screen, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 44, the 20. And they will finally run him down, but not until
I seen him coming
all
up.
the way back down inside the 10-yard line. They were looking for Johnson that time.
And that's a great example of ball skills right there, partner. You and I do a lot of games, and I can't tell you how many guys look to run with the football before they've intercepted it. So that's a nice job of focusing on the task at hand and coming away with the interception.
Mayfield to the end zone, but it's incomplete. Alshon Jeffrey, the intended receiver, but it'll be 2nd and goal.
I'm going to need some help with this one. How did he miss it? Wide open in the end zone. He's not hurried. He's not hit. And somehow, incomplete?
Yeah.
What happened?
During film study, that's one where he's just going to shake his head, not be able to believe it.
6 points go by the wayside on that one.
That time the completion goes for 4 yards, and we're set up with a 3rd and goal. Now Mayfield on 3rd and goal. And he will not be able to hang on through the contact. It's incomplete. The coverage strong, and now it's 4th down.
Anytime a defense can sit back in a
They
zone
going for
like
it?
that,
Ooh.
it tends to create a lot of congestion in the middle
Ain't
of the
no
field.
way I'd go for that.
Makes it very hard to slot one in.
Looked like I-4 at rush hour in your hometown of Orlando, Florida. An absolute mess.
What's your fake?
The kick by Fairbairn is good. And high fives for that one as that drive ends in 3. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. That's what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10.
Defense, keep it up, guys.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run pass option. He was trying to get it to Tyreek Hill that time, but it'll be 2nd down. Not sure what happened out there, but it looked like the timing was a little off on that throw.
Well, you know I'm a defender, so what am I going to say?
Great defense.
And darn right, they did something to disrupt that timing.
Let's get off the field.
Running from the gun, Johnson. And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. 12 yards there and a 1st down.
Now, this is an example of breaking down a defense because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
The tackle there by LaMarcus Joyner.
I tried to spin out of
They
that.
tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And no room
They
to
loading
run.
that
They're
middle
fighting
up
hard
now.
on that shot. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
just gone.
They had 3 yards on 1st down, just 1 yard there.
I'm coming. Alert, alert, alert. Watch out.
On 3rd down,
Don't.
Mayfield. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Jalen Ramsey. And the return will stop him well inside their own 20 at the 15-yard line.
Well, I tell you, Brandon, this ball's intercepted, but it is third down. So the silver lining is that since this is so far down the field and there wasn't a big run back associated with it, really this kind of works like a punt. It's not an altogether bad result.
In trouble here, and down he goes. Back at the 8-yard line. Michael Strahan picks up his second sack of the afternoon. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on second down. Welcome back to the desert. We're in Glendale, as we are set to bring you the home stretch here, the fourth quarter. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17. Mayfield down.
Oh, coach!
Got his man complete over the middle. That's Brown. Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. And he gets into the end zone for a touchdown. Hollywood, Marquise Brown, 92 yards. And his guy's now just a 2-point conversion away from tying us up. Now, here's a look for the end zone, but that one's going to wind up incomplete. And the failure to convert and tie the game. Now the pressure shifts back to the defense.
I think it was the right play. I think it was the right call to try and tie the game there. Kick an extra point, you're still down one. What's the sense? I like what they did.
This fielded a few yards into the end zone. And he'll wind up about 4 yards shy of where he would have been if he had taken a knee, as they'll start at the 21-yard line. And they'll start the drive on the ground with Johnson. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Brandon, you know how many times we've done games, and at the start of the fourth quarter, we see both teams hold up the 4 fingers, fourth quarter is ours. Well, how about this drive? You saw the 4 fingers for 4-minute offense, and this offensive line has really hunkered down and established themselves.
Yeah, this is where they say, put the game on our shoulders, we'll lead the way, right?
No doubt about it, and let me tell you, if you're a running back,
they're jumping low.
Get behind those big fellas, have a little vision, and find some space.
And a solid way to do that on the first play of the drive there. Now on the heels of that run by Johnson, here's another 1st and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
And that's how you throw for a whole heap of yards in a game. You get efforts like that from your receivers. How about him laying out for that catch?
Yeah, excellent. Makes the quarterback look a whole lot better. Coming up to the line, and they will need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. On second down now. It's Johnson.
That's a nice little
Damn,
play.
I can't. Why can't I juke? It's not letting me juke.
I like that play. Look at the defense.
I done my little juke left, spin move right there, and it didn't work.
2 minutes remain, and that's our score differential as well. 2 points here in the fourth quarter. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Yeah.
Mayfield on 3rd and 2. They're going deep for Hill. And that'll wind up incomplete. Bold play call there. Now it's 4th down.
What do we do?
They overthought this one a little bit. They've been running it real well on this drive, and it was 3rd and short.
You have to.
Okay? They decided to throw the football.
God.
Incomplete. Yeah, they might have thought just a little bit too hard about that play selection.
And here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down.
We got 4.
They're going for it with the option late. They may try
don't slide, don't
please.
Yeah. Don't
slide down to avoid the tackle. That
good game, yeah. Chew them up here. Chew them up.
As they wind up converting there on 4th.
So finally, at this stage of the game, he lets his
Just
legs carry him
conservative. They got big hitters.
I got you. But I think this is all set up by his eyes throughout the game. He's been taking it all in as he's watched this thing unfold, and finally the eyes carried the legs and took him downfield.
You're right. His longest run of the game waited until the fourth quarter. Maybe that lulled the defense to sleep a little bit. Now a 10th carry for Johnson. I think this defense knew what was coming as he is smothered behind the line. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming second down play. Second and long, but you got to figure this almost certainly another run.
All right.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option. From left side taken in by Hill. Now a second timeout called for by the defense.
I mean, they're still in it
over here before what will be an important third down.
Back-to-back read option. I like it. All right. That's going to be there.
Get on it, run back.
That's going to be there. No.
Wait, but that guy's moving out. Watch him.
Yeah. He's on it.
Yeah.
He's on it, Chubb.
He's going to jump it. Don't do it. Don't throw a pick six.
Yeah, hand it off. Don't do it. Go all the way to the left, Hans. You got it.
I think so.
They didn't jump it. They didn't jump it.
Oh!
It's a pickup of 3, but it brings up what will be an interesting fourth and one. Now the defense will burn their third and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next.
Let's go.
I say throw it. Yeah, throw the slant. They're going to stack the run. I mean, they're bringing it.
No move to get the offense off the field. They'll stay put on fourth and one.
They're engaging 8, baby.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run
Let's
pass
go.
option.
Let's go.
To Kelsey. And he will take it in for the touchdown. Travis Kelsey.
and he threw the one overthrown. I mean,
and his guys are going to add on to their lead. It's nice to have that big, reliable target you can go to.
Each and every time. A lot of people see that position as a fallback. Throw it to them when all
else fails. We had don't kick off. Don't kick off to this
plays, and that's exactly what he just did.
Play here for a touchdown.
He's fast. He's fast. He's fast.
This one taken from the 7. And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line.
Just saying, huh?
Put us in a cover 2. Man. Oh.
Go get him.
I better not do that.
Mayfield to throw. Now a desperation throw. And this is intercepted. And that should do it. Now a loose football. The ball comes out.
What is he doing, folks?
Well, I'm guessing that on the sidelines there might be a few words said about that mistake.
I knew you pitching him, but I was trying to get it.
They're still going to get out of here with a win.
Yeah, they got the 2-score cushion, but you know what coaches say, Charles? Finish strong.
Finish the game out the way it's supposed to be played. In fact, coaches might be secretly happy. Gives them a chance to do a little extra coaching next week.
Here's Mayfield.
Oh, no.
That's going to be caught. And he will take this one in for a touchdown. Alshon Jeffrey, 34 yards. And his guys have made this a one-score game now. Back to throw. And a crusher there as it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. So a little under 50 seconds to go. Plenty of time if they can get this onside kick.
I don't know either. I'm going to the house with it.
And this is going to be recovered by the hands.
That's Tyreek Hill.
And that should just about put a camera on this one. They had to go for it with no time.
You could have went any other place. You could have went all the way to the left. Are you kidding me?
They gave it an effort. They tried their best, did everything they could to try and get the ball on the onside kick. You're exactly right. They had to try it. It was their only option. And now this game is done. Just take it, kneel, and call it a day.
You won't do it. You won't do it. To the middle of the field. To the middle of the field. You won't. We'll see. We'll see.
Mayfield.
Don't do it. Throw it away.
He's going to walk for a deep left side here. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
You boys making my asshole pucker up.
Late and the football, so why are you throwing it there?
Remember during the year when we asked one of the head coaches, you know, if you're in this spot,
I'm about to get a pick six.
And he talked about trusting his quarterback and trusting his offense. And then at the end he kind of went, yeah, not really a good reason.
It's a pick. What are you doing?
Throwing to start the drive, but that went incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw's made.
Stay back.
Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He'll look to throw. He's going to let it fly. And, a crusher there as it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer Ken Houston. And they'll set up shop right
do a little
here
halfback pass here. Let me play quarterback for halfback.
Following the interception, Mayfield.
Oh, yeah.
He's got his tailback. That's Marcus Allen.
I cannot juke. I can't.
This inside the 30. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
Will it change next game? Will I be able to juke?
Yeah.
Shit, every time I've tried to juke. Oh. Johnson wants this ball. Johnson wants this ball.
Throw that sack complete to Smith-Schuster.
Pick it up,
Tyreek Hill's going to get it.
He'll be down at the 30.
My boy's playing.
It's going to go as a loss of 1 on first down.
I'm trying to call timeout.
You took a hit.
It's one thing
What
to
that
win, it's
linebacker?
another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help.
Good game.
Shit.
Ooh, I'm level 28. Ooh, new level challenges unlocked. Ooh. Okay. Mine 1 win to playoff berth. Cool, okay.
God, I just unlocked so much stuff. I just hope I can juke this game. I'm gonna hurdle somebody.
Yeah, last year Cam Newton threw for 333.95. Mitch Trubisky 320.23. Same touchdowns,
With Charles
less
Davis,
interceptions.
as
Mitch
always, I'm
Trubisky's
Brandon
completion
Gaudin.
percentage
Charles,
was
you
the same.
talk about
QBR was
storylines in this
better.
one. I think it
Rushing yards
begins
was
and
about the
ends
same.
with our 2
And
quarterbacks.
Cam is
Certainly 2 of the best
84
of the business.
Madden.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of
Mitch
time
is a 75.
without a top-flight
How's that?
quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
But why is Mitch lower rated if they had the same season?
This is taken about 7 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20.
I'm saying he's not. That was then, right? That was
The first carry for the former Nittany Lion. This is Saquon Barkley. And he'll be upended after a gain of 5
Saquon.
up to the 25-yard line.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing
Y'all won't play that,
often
right?
alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
Here's a 2nd and 5 now from the 25.
Kill.
They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll be
Not
up
today,
at
boy.
the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
That's one of those you like to blitz even on rundowns. It confuses the blocking assignments. It doesn't allow those offensive linemen to get up to the second level.
An early test. 2 plays in. This is 3rd and 2.
Let's go, let's go.
Kill.
They ran it again. Oh, my
He's
Lord.
going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25.
Is that a joke?
No,
And a loss
they
of
punted
3 to bring up 4th. So much for picking it up on the ground on 3rd down. 3rd play of the drive, and this defense showing strong early.
I wonder how much of that was scouting. I wonder how much of that was a gut feeling like, okay, let's just go ahead and sell out here and get out.
Oh, I just missed that guy.
Run the football and stuff them early because they've now set the tone. They've set a precedent right here. If you're going to try and run the ball against us, it could be hard going throughout this game.
I'm just saying, David Johnson will rush for 1,000 this game.
A 1st down throw from Mayfield. And this one caught by Travis Kelce. And they worked this well upfield across the 45.
That's not good. I hope he gave it to you this time instead of me, though.
His position, and he's listed as a tight
I had
end, but he
the no
certainly
juke
doesn't run
disease
like
last
one.
game.
That's what we're seeing more and more coming into the league. Those guys who can
got a block
run,
right here,
make
don't I?
plays after the catch, and gain that additional yardage.
And using that speed there to turn it into a pretty nice little game. And he is down at the 48. A pickup of 4 that started at one 48-yard line and ended at the other.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
No, my bad. Go ahead. My bad. Go ahead.
The first carry now. This is Johnson. And he'll go down shy of the 40 at the 41. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a 1st down.
Yeah, once more, strong running.
I'm going to run that
blocking
route.
at the point of
Deep,
attack.
baby boy.
They've got a nice little drive
Deep, baby
going
boy.
right here.
Trying to steal that.
He's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown.
I'm worried about that.
Tyreek Hill, 41 yards.
He could do that to the goal
Guys
post.
have taken a first-quarter lead.
It's throwing his little suspect.
Little connect on the extra point, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is taken about 7 yards deep.
Ooh, I like Randall kind of good. Oh, God.
Yellow.
It looks like the same formation flipped.
Oh, no. Watch that streak by halfback.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Steps away to his left.
So, I mean, we got clamps right now. Let me tell you about it.
Michael Strahan in there to drop.
I thought he was throwing it across his body. Oh, he's got Mahomes. That'd be nice.
On 2nd down, here's Mahomes. Eluding the pressure right.
What is he doing?
He goes down once more. That's sacked by Khalil Mack.
So, Brandon, we sat in with a lot of coaches, and when they talk about things they want to accomplish offensively, I'm not sure that sack and sack are on their play sheet.
Gonna need better protection here. 3rd and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. From the gun, it's Mahomes. And a throw there going to be incomplete.
I think the punter might start to get into a rhythm here if he keeps getting opportunities. But that's the last thing his team wants to have happen, right? The last thing you want to see is your punter feeling pretty good because he's out there all the time.
Yeah, first quarter only, but they're 0 for 2 on third down conversions to start this thing.
Oh.
A 40-yard punt, 1 yard on the return.
Maybe one. Maybe stop the gunner running.
Here, let me get you. Let me get you mouthpiece off the ground.
No kick coverage, boy.
Hey, I was blocking
It's just like here.
the wrong guy.
Ooh, look at that hit.
Good starting field position for them as they come up 1st and 10. They'll run on 1st down. It's Johnson. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle.
What's the old expression, 3 yards in a cloud of dust? In this case, it's dust-covered pellets. It's no longer that old grass that we used to play on, right, and chew it up. Now we've got that artificial surface. You see the pellets go up. Still a nice play on the defense.
No.
Johnson.
Abort!
Absolutely
Abort!
as he's belted before he could get out.
I thought I had that outside.
After one,
That lineman just let it go.
on EA Sports.
Someday.
Who are we playing? Tweety? Is that Tweety we're playing? Look at that thing. There he is.
Mayfield from the gun on 3rd down. And that will be incomplete. Had to pass there. 3rd and long on your own side of the field. Just couldn't come up with anything.
That's why teams always talk about having to win the early downs, meaning you've got to gain yardage and set yourself up for 3rd and short, because when it's 3rd and long, the odds go down significantly trying to pick up the 1st down, even throwing the football.
I'm going deep. Let's see if Baker can hit me when it can. No, I got him. Chuck. Look how close he is to the line.
On 4th down, they snap it to Mayfield. They're going deep for Hill. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
A 1st down carry for Barkley.
I mean,
he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes.
It's not going to happen.
He'll wind up losing a yard on the play, and that'll bring up a 2nd and 11. From midfield, here's Mahomes.
He just stopped.
The intended target, Saquon.
Be glad he didn't throw it in the middle.
That'll make it 3rd down. Defensively, Charles, they continue to really limit this offense as far as yardage goes.
Yeah, you're exactly right. They've been assignment sound, staying in their lanes, keeping proper leverage, and communicating well, too.
Check. Fresno. Attack.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd. And that is incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get to 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
Here's Tressway now. He'll boot it away from about his 35.
Block. I blocked for me.
44 on his first punt, and this is a good kick as well.
Come on, Baker. 7-0. Offense.
What's up, big dog? Oh, God. Get me back there. Flip it. No.
On 1st down, Johnson. And he'll take this one up to about the 13. 7 yards on the pickup there.
I feel like we got Rick Rosen back there.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on 1st down, that fits the bill.
I'm not.
They'll hand it off now. Johnson. Johnson. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll him behind the line. The tally there -2 yards brings up third down.
Offense a little conservative.
Yeah, buddy. Yeah, after it's game over.
Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
I mean, it was a call spot on. How about the execution of that defense right there?
Ultimate team.
Absolutely locked up tight. He was trying to force it in there on third down.
But if there's a time to force it, he felt like he needed to make a play, right?
Yeah, exactly right. Third down, you got to try and find something. There's nothing available there for him.
This is a ball game.
Anger is on to punt, and he gets this one away.
You better be glad you didn't catch that. I'm about to knock those fucking dreads off that head.
Yeah. So good starting field position for him here as they come up 1st and 10. They'll start out on the ground and Saquon.
I mean, it's not going to happen.
Down right at midfield after a gain of only a couple.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Letting one fly deep for Cooper. And this is caught inside the 5. And touchdown! Amari Cooper, 50 yards. And his guys are an extra point away from tying this thing up. Point after by Lambeau, up and good. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll be brought down at the 23, making the 24-yard line.
Let's go, Chubbs.
Quiet. I can tell Mayfield's confidence then. Chubbs gets quiet.
Covered beautifully. Their defenders stayed home, and they'll stop him behind the line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. From the gun, a run for Johnson. And he's upended after a gain of 4 up to the 25-yard line.
What are you talking about?
Well, they didn't get a whole lot out of that one, but I think you got to continue to try and run and try and keep the defense honest.
You mean or else they'll just sit back, dare you to throw it on every down?
Yeah, you get your quarterback hit a lot that way, too.
Hey, Haywood! Hurry! 45, let's go!
From the gun, Mayfield. It's caught. Jones.
I was open in the middle.
He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a 1st down.
I don't care how many times we say it, I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
From the 41, Mayfield escaping the pressure right. And that is incomplete. The Pro Bowl wideout Julio Jones is intended receiver. 3rd down.
I mean, I didn't move. I was just standing
there. That's Friday play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
Yeah, I think you're right. They seem to have gone off to pressure. Comes and down goes Baker Mayfield. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there. Now here's a whistle and a timeout. It's called by the receiving team here, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the 1st half of play.
It always comes back to the defense for some reason. You know, defense didn't open them up.
Punt team on now as this one's sent away. It's taken to the 26. It'll be 37 yards there on the punt. And possession will switch hands, first and 10.
We got to hold them. Hold them, hold them. We get the ball? Yeah, we get the ball. Have to.
Final 24 seconds of the first half as they come up here first and 10. Working from the gun, Mahomes.
Oh, it's a pick.
And that's going to be incomplete. Amari Cooper, the intended target. And it's second down.
But one thing that I've liked defensively is that they've shown him a lot of different looks here in the first half. They've come after him. They've sat back. I think that's what you need to do to keep an offense guessing.
And they certainly have kept them on their toes. That's why they haven't had much success on the scoreboard. From the 34, they'll come to the line on second and 10.
What's a screen?
Not wanting to take a chance this time, they'll keep it on the ground.
That was dumb.
Push forward here for a good little run as the clock continues to run.
That was stupid.
And prior to this 3rd and 2 play, we're going to get a timeout call, as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in this first half.
What's the
this
same
offense
thing?
on 3rd down today, 0 for 3 to this point. They could use a conversion. This time they face a 3rd and 2. And Barkley did not get there. Just a 1-yard gain on the play, and that'll mean a call to the punt team as it's 4th down. And they're going to take a timeout defensively. So with 4th down coming up, they go ahead and burn it and say we'll see what happens.
Touchdown.
Oh, touchdown, yeah.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends.
He gonna throw him up. He gonna throw it up.
Final shot before the half from Mahomes. He's going to loft one deep over the middle. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the Hall of Famer, Ken Houston. And he will be brought down as time is now run out on this first half of action. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down.
Have you seen the pitches? They don't look too good. The pitches don't look
The outcome did not look bright.
All right.
Set and ready to go for the second half. 1 touchdown apiece. 7-7 our score. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. And he'll take it out past the 25 to the 26-yard line.
I thought he stepped out of bounds.
7-7.
They'll try to get the offense going with Johnson.
I still can't juke, boy. Still
Kendall
can't
Fuller
juke.
in on the stop.
Running lanes were at a premium in the first half, but he's able to find some room there, and he's hoping that that's a precursor of a big second half.
On the ground, this is Johnson. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
Getting had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. Nowhere to go that time. He maybe got a yard up to the 40.
They engaged 12 right there, boys. Coach included.
He's definitely one of the better linebackers at reading the play and flowing to make the stop before it turns into something big.
That's out to Hill, right side complete. That throw good for only a couple. It brings
Juke like Tweety out here.
He ran out of
bounds.
I just wish I could juke, boys.
Run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
On 3rd down, Mayfield. And that is incomplete. So it doesn't look like they're going to be able to build off the turnover.
Well, the defense certainly did its part. It got them the football. But you're exactly right. It looks like they have to punt this one away. And it's not a turnover, but doesn't it feel like one after grabbing the momentum with the defensive play?
Yeah, and they handled that momentum after getting the football, and now zapped right back in the other direction. They'll score that a 36-yard punt.
We have to get a pick right here. What's your run?
Come on, baby.
They'll run it here. This is James White.
Oh, yeah.
This will go for 5 up to the 33.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable second down. A very solid gain on that play.
2nd and 5 now. Mahomes.
Oh my God, I pushed triangle like a dumbass before
and
he
he's
threw
dropped
it.
just before the line to gain.
That's a
4-yard
pig.
pickup leaves him with 3rd and 1.
One thing you're hoping for.
What's your run? What's your run?
Routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Mahomes now to throw. And he'll have his man. That's Cooper. There he goes. Amari Cooper. Touchdown. Amari Cooper. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far. And his guys have taken the lead. Well, it was 3rd and 1. I was expecting run so much for that. They pass it, they score it.
Three
Of the head coach telling
with
the offensive coordinator, you've got 4 downs here. We're going to go for it on 4th.
Simultaneously.
Disaster on 3rd. Go ahead and take a shot if you want to. And he gratefully accepted the opportunity and did exactly that. If they didn't get it there, they had to feel that they would come back and try it on 4th down.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. This will be taken to the back of the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Oh, there you go.
180. Watch QB drop. Watch QB drop.
And he whips that one incomplete there. You know, despite the scoreline, I think they've got to like where they are here. They're on the road and just one big play away from getting right back in this game.
I'm going to follow right along with you because the spot they're in now is a credit to their defense. They've kept them in it by making the plays that they've made, and that just means you're one big score away from being right back there.
Now, the question is, can this offense step up and make that play? Because that's been an issue for them in this game.
3rd and 10. So
Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
They need this.
The pressure drops off as they'll look to throw. And that will be incomplete as well. The veteran Stephon Gilmore able to break that one up.
And we're into the 2nd half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. It's fielded at the 45. 35 yards that time. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
We got to get some pressure on this guy. He's just sitting back there. Just, you know what I'm saying? We got to get something.
Yellow. Watch the slant. Watch the slant. Check it back. Check it back.
1st down. Here's White. A solid run on 1st down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
On 2nd down, here's Barkley. And he's going to get this inside.
What's it take to get a fumble?
11 yards there, 1st down. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the 1st half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
So a solid run by Saquon Barkley, and another 1st and 10 here.
Oh, my God.
And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another 1st.
Sometimes it's hard to believe, but there are times this game is about patience, isn't it?
I throw a couple blitzes at him.
But that run there, that may get him going.
I was just going to say, maybe that gives him a little juice, because you're right, he struggled, especially in that 1st half.
Yeah, and I know the great ones always think to themselves,
okay, I'll be
just hang in there. I'm just one
okay, it's the 3rd quarter right now.
From busting this open, that's a good start for him.
And 3rd quarter here, you've got the lead. This is where that strong run game can really benefit you. Stayed in bounds there, kept the clock going.
I like all the points you just made.
Now Barkley's
let's go. What?
That ball was knocked free, but a teammate comes along and scoops it up. Almost like, it's almost like baseball. Guys at bat, people are on base in scoring position. One guy doesn't get him home. The next guy comes through and picks him up.
And avoids the turnover. This offense so far on third down, just 1 for 5 to this point. Here it's 3rd and 3. Now with the play clock down to 2, we're going to get a timeout here. And as the two teams talk it over on their respective sidelines, we take a break.
I don't know.
And this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
I think they're running it too. Oh.
What's middle? What's middle?
Mahomes looks to throw on 3rd down. Forced out to a
That's a fumble.
He's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Baltimore, as it looks like we are just about set and ready to begin with the 4th. And Lambeau will put this one through, and they will move up by 10 now, 17-7. A big one there. That gives them a little cushion and makes it a 2-score game.
Yeah, bled a little time off the clock, put some points on the board. It's not totally out of reach yet, but it has to feel pretty good to them right now because as a defender, you go out on the field and say, guess what? You can put some points on the board, but that won't beat us.
Able to fight through 1 tackle.
Good run.
There's no downplaying that we all knew that this was a critical possession, and to get a return like that to start things off, that's the spark that they needed. That's the spark they were looking for.
They've got good starting field position as they come up here 1st and 10. Mayfield now looking to throw on 1st down. Flushed out right. And he just gets rid of it. Throws it away. The wise move there looked like
they're playing that middle good.
2nd down. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles, so just gets rid of it.
And a good play by him. If no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
Oh, I thought you was running.
This one's incomplete.
I'm not quite sure how to judge that one. Maybe didn't have enough legs underneath him. Mechanics might have been off. Maybe some fatigue. That one came up short.
That 4th quarter, maybe you do start to watch as the arm there, the leg's still there. This has been a tough game.
I'm going to get up on Johnson.
From the shotgun, it's Mayfield. Over the middle, hauled in by Smith-Schuster.
No, don't hurry it. Don't hurry it.
The completion good for only 6, and that'll bring up 4th. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Put me on the hot route.
Ooh, you're going. They're pressing.
45. King.
Mayfield to throw for it on 4th. Buying time to his left. He can run for it, and he will. And he's out of bounds as he gets this down to the 45. The time to pull out the stops is now.
Good.
They convert there.
That was a smart decision.
I thought he was going to throw it right there. I thought he was going to throw it. I said, there you go. No, I'm kind of glad you did.
We needed that. Yeah, it's a good decision.
We're fine. I got you.
He's got a first.
Let's go, baby. Let's go, Coach Wells. Let's go.
This one in for a touchdown. Tyreek Hill, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are able to make this a close game again. Dawson tacks on the point after. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point lead now as they send this one away.
They're going to run it. You know they're going to run it.
Oh,
this
yeah.
is taken about 7 yards deep.
Let's go. Yellow. 480. Yellow. What we got?
Oh, yeah, man.
Check 15. Easy.
They begin with a run by Barkley.
Oh, my God.
He'll get this from the 25 to the 30 for a pickup of 5. And when
I'll push the edge on the run.
Burning these timeouts, they've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them
on
defense.
Watch him
not
go left.
The yardage. Use your timeouts in order to get the ball back.
Watch out, watch out.
Score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
What?
He's into the clear. He's at the 40, 20, 10. Touchdown. Saquon Barkley, 70 yards. And his guys find a way to stretch that lead. And that run massively increased his production in this game, and now he's over 100 yards.
And break out your calculator, partner, because his yards per carry went up significantly, right? Big-time jaunt all the way to the end zone.
Which way you going? Left, right?
This one taken from the 7. And he'll
I
take
thought
this
that guy was
across the
picking him
25. A couple extra yards up to the 27-yard line. Mayfield on first down. Open man.
We've done the same exact move.
And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. This drive starting off on the right foot. 18 yards. The big play to start him out. Has him at the 45 already.
Check. Lucky, smooth. 45. Mike, 45.
To throw, Mayfield.
Possession. Oh, you got to X that.
Sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. The throw took him a little too far. It's second down.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Now a fake on the give here as they try to run pass option.
I'm not touching
having
nothing.
some troubles back in the first half connecting with his receivers. Really hasn't gotten a whole lot better.
Yeah, he's at less than 50%, and you and I both know that just won't do. So I would think about spreading things out, putting it on the receivers, make them win those one-on-one battles on the perimeter, and find their way open.
They'll throw again. Here's Mayfield. Throwing the out route incomplete.
We get out of bounds.
And he gets us to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. A nice pickup there, 10 yards. And again, it's Mayfield. Now he'll dump it underneath to his running back, complete. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's our visitors with a football as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Are you fucking kidding me?
Hits the crossbar, bounces back out. He had it online, but it comes up about a rotation short. Well, he had it online, gave it a pretty good ride too, but in the end, he's a victim of the crossbar.
And Brandon, you know kickers very well. I bet if we ask him after the game, he'll say he didn't get all of it. We've seen him hit from deeper than this in warm-ups. But here, he's a foot or so from clearing that bar.
Good starting field position for them here as they come up 1st and 10. So they got him coming up from his linebacker spot.
And sometimes the position designation really doesn't matter. If you creep up to the line of scrimmage, you just have to look for the football. Make sure it moves before you do.
I mean,
And he's got this down to
How
the
is he
35.
running through us like that?
Give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. That looked like an example of what you said back in the first half. A running back of his size could really wear down a defense. He's starting to do that.
I think you're exactly right. You know what else he's doing? He's inspiring the rest of his team because they see this starting to happen as well. So that means they're going to redouble their efforts to help him out. Extra blocking, getting downfield, helping him out.
You'd have to think likely another running play coming here. 2nd and 11.
What's that end around?
The toss out to Barkley.
They cat right here. They cat right here.
Take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Saquon Barkley with his second touchdown of the afternoon. And his guys are going to add on to their lead. Extra point tacked on by Lambeau. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes.
Pitch it.
This will be fielded at the 8.
Oh.
And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line. First down, Mayfield. Looking for Jones, and it's intercepted.
Real big move.
Picked off by Ryan Shazier. And his guys are going to take over at the 31-yard line.
Probably should have touched it up.
This defensive pressure has been constant all game long. The pass rush, the coverage, they've all been excellent, and now they'll tack on an interception here as this one continues to slip just further and further out of hand.
Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. So after the INT, here's Mahomes. They'll set up the screen to Barkley. And he doesn't quite make it, taking it within an eyelash. Dropped at the 1. That one goes for 30 yards. Boy, another big play late here for an offense, Charles. It certainly has had its fair share of big plays.
Coverage has been a problem all game long, and I would say that going along with that has been confidence. Because even if they have the right coverage, they've still dented them, and now it's been a real issue for them during this game.
And now a throw on first down there, but it's incomplete.
The game said it's
incompletion
enough.
there stops the clock. Any surprise they're throwing here late?
Ordinarily, yes, because you would think enough is enough. They've got
fighting for the end zone. He
what a
lost the
fumble.
football. It's out. And that might just
They cut it in midair.
a return for a late touchdown.
I've got to laugh here, and I really don't want to because the old school in me is not happy about this score this late, not necessary. But this is Madden, isn't it?
Yeah.
This is how it works.
Rub it in. Have it.
Call it.
There he goes.
He's going to do it.
He's going to touchdown here as we near the end of this ball game. It's been a back-and-forth game. A lot of points on the board.
Return it?
That return right there kind of indicative of how this thing's gone.
Yeah, you've seen both teams go at it, and as you just pointed out, both of them have found the end zone.
How hard since I've been on all that more. Chubbs if you're on.
Sack back at the 9-yard line.
Well, they tried to get 2.
I did already.
And ended up getting none because the quarterback had nowhere to go with the ball and ends up getting sacked.
Nowhere to go at all. Great job, though, defensively. They were ready.
Yeah.
Gets fielded in the end zone.
They got good O-line, I bet.
And he will take it back only to about the 13-yard line here.
One loss doesn't define us. I mean, we were due. We were due.
Yellow. Watch the run. Watch the run.
Mahomes going to throw it here. Letting one go deep for his running back, White. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted.
Overreact.
Picked off by Stephon Gilmore.
Good.
It's going on. Patrick Mahomes, it was Saquon Barkley that done it. Yeah, it was a Russian guy. Ooh, I want to watch his kick return because I didn't get to see it. I was invited to school. Where's it at? I did not get to see. Oh, and it's not even a replay. There's no replay for it. Oh, post it. Let me see it. Send it to chat. Does it deserve a highlight reel? Ooh. Alright. Oh man. Yeah. Wait a minute.